Good morning, students. This is your English teacher, Mrs. Haimavati from LP Savani Vidya Bhavan. Students, today we will start with supplementary reader, that is an alien hand, and its first lesson is The Tiny Teacher. First, let me tell you, what do you mean by tiny? Tiny means very small. And who is a teacher? The one who teaches us. So, in this lesson, let's see who is this tiny teacher. Name the smallest and the wisest insect you have seen. Is it a fly? Or is it a mosquito? Or do you feel that it is a worm? No, the smallest and the wisest insect is none among these. So, who is the smallest and the wisest insect? It is the ant. The ant is the commonest, the smallest, the wisest. It is hardworking and an intelligent creature. So, this lesson is all about ants' facts. In this lesson, we will come to know about the numerous facts of the ant. So, students, what are the different facts about ants? An ant uses its feelers or antenna to talk to other ants. If you see in this picture, the ant's antenna, which is also known as feeler, will help the ant to talk to the other ants. So, how they greet each other? Watch a row of ants moving up or down the wall. Each ant greets all the other ants coming from the opposite direction by touching their feelers. If you see in this picture, the ants are coming in the opposite direction and they touch to each other with their feelers. And when they touch each other, they greet to the opposite side ant. Okay, so greet means they wish each other. So, in this way, the ants, with the help of their feelers, greet the other ants. So, there are many kinds of ants, but in common, we can see the black and red ones. See in the picture, there are two types of ants or two kinds of ants, that is black and red ant. So these ants we can see at our home also. Where do ants live? So where does ants live? They live in comfortable homes called nests or ant hills. So the home of the ants are known as nests or ant hills. Each has hundreds of little rooms and passages. So in this ant hills there are hundreds of little rooms and passages. So if you see in the second picture, there are number of rooms and in each room there are different ants. Like if you see, one room is used for the queen to lay eggs, the other room is used to keep the grubs, the other few other rooms are used by the soldiers. Similarly, other rooms are used by the workers. So in this way, different group of ant lives in different rooms. So the ants have their work divided. So how they divide their work? See, the queen ant lays eggs. So what is the work of the queen ant? To lay eggs. Soldiers guard the eggs and they live in a separate barracks. What do you mean by barracks? Barracks means the large house where the soldiers live. So, soldiers, the group of soldiers, that is ants, guard the eggs and they live in separate barracks. There are workers also in ant groups. So, what these workers do? Workers spend most of their time searching for food. So, these workers helps the other ants in searching for the food. So, there are soldiers, workers, queen ants, there are cleaners, and etc. There are different groups of ants in an ant's family. So, an ant's life is very peaceful. Each does its share of work intelligently and bravely and never fights with other members of the group. So, if you see, the ants lead a very peaceful life. They never fight with any other member of the family. They do their work intelligently and bravely, that is, without any fear, and they never fight with any other members of the group. So, now let's come to know about the ant's life cycle, that is, what are the different stages of an ant's life. First, we will come to know about the queen ant. So, who is the queen ant? The queen ant is the mother of the entire population of the colony. So, the queen ant is the mother of the entire population of the ant colony. She lives for about 15 years. So, for how many years she lives? She lives for about 15 years. She has a pair of wings but bites them after its wedding flight. This flight takes place on a hot summer day. The queen leaves the nest and goes out to meet a male ant or drone high up in the air. On its return to earth, male ant high up in the air, and on its return to the earth, she used to get rid of its wings and then does nothing but only lays eggs. Okay, so what she does after she returns, she makes herself free from the wings and then does nothing but lay eggs. So now let's see what are the duties of other group of ants or the other members of the ants. So after the queen ant lays eggs, what happens? Eggs hatch and grubs come out. Hatch means the egg breaks and grubs come out of it. Soldiers guard these grubs. So who takes care of these grubs? Soldiers. They used to guard these grubs. Workers feed and clean them and also carry them daily for airing, exercise and sunshine. So it is the duty of the workers to feed and clean them. So what do? They carry them daily for airing to provide them fresh air. So they carry them out of the ant hill. Okay, and so that it will help the grubs for exercise and the grubs will get sunshine also. So for 2 or 3 weeks later, grubs become cocoons and lie without food or activity for 3 weeks more. Then the cocoons break and perfect ants appear. So 2 or 3 weeks later, grubs become cocoon and lie without food or any activity. So now they are not carried by the workers. Now they are just kept aside without any movement. So after 2 to 3 weeks, the cocoon breaks and perfect ant appears. So the cocoon breaks and ant appears out of it. These new ants learn their duties from old ants. So these new ants learn their duties from the old ants. So who are the old ants? The old ants are the workers, soldiers, builders, cleaners, etc. So after few weeks of training, the small ants are now ready to go out into the big world of work. So they get training from these old workers, soldiers, builders and cleaners. So now the ants are ready to do their own work. So they now go out into the big world in order to perform. So students, if you see this picture, you can understand the life cycle of an ant. The queen ant lays eggs, and then these eggs, out of these eggs the grubs come out. Okay, so these grubs are also known as larvae. So after 2 to 3 weeks, again from these grubs the cocoons, the cocoons are formed, and again after 2 to 3 weeks these cocoons break and the ant appears. So it is a process of 6 weeks that the queen lays eggs and eggs hatches to grub, and then the grubs, from grubs cocoons are formed, and from cocoons the small ant appears. So now let's see who are the other creatures found in the ant hills. So the other creatures who are found in the ant hills are beetles, leisure breeds of ants and green fly. If you see the picture, you can identify these creatures. So the question arises in our mind that why these creatures are found in ant hills. So let's come to know about it. Why do ants want these alien creatures? So what are the reasons behind it? Some give off pleasant smell to the ant's senses. So due to these creatures, the ant gets a very pleasant means which makes us feel very good, pleasant smell. Others give sweet juices, so they get juices from these creatures. Some are just pets or playthings like cats and dogs to human beings. As we human beings keep cats and dogs as our pet animals, similarly these ants also like to keep some creatures as pets. The green fly is ant's cow. The ants train it to give honeydew with a touch of their antenna. So what does a green fly do? The green fly is trained to give honeydew. It is just like milk. When the ant touches its antenna, at that time the green fly will honeydew. Honeydew is just like milk. As the cow is for human beings, similarly the green fly is for ants. So students, as human beings, what have we learned from this tiny teacher, that is the ant? Hard work. We people should work hard just like the ants. Sense of duty and discipline. We should perform our duty and in a disciplined way. Cleanliness. We should maintain cleanliness in our surrounding. Care for the young ones. Just as the ants care for their young ones, similarly, we people should also take proper care for the young ones. A firm loyalty to the land where we live. So, we should be loyal to the land where we live. So, students, I hope you all understood the different facts of this tiny teacher, the ant. We learned many things from this tiny teacher, like hard work, sense of duty and discipline, cleanliness, care for the young ones, a form of loyalty to the land where we live. So, I request all students to go through this lesson thoroughly and try to find out the answers to the given questions in your textbook. We will meet soon in the next session. Thank you.